Welcome to another episode of Best Practices webinar series presented by Rever. Today we're going to be talking about Gemba Walks, specifically 7 steps to performing effective Gemba Walks. I'm Rolf van Sozen, the Chief Solutions Officer here at Rever, and we're going to talk about Gemba Walk basics, some best practices, and then 7 steps to creating a good Gemba Walk checklist. So let's get started with what is a Gemba Walk. Gemba Walks denote the action of going to see the actual process, understand the work, and ask questions and learn. The objective of a Gemba Walk is to understand the value stream and its problems rather than review results or make superficial comments. Now, why do a Gemba Walk? Several reasons. One is to identify the chain of value creation. Secondly, gather insights by observing the reality of the process against the standard. Discover improvement opportunities. Provide support and detect learning opportunities for your team. Learn from your team and your staff. Promote communication and collaboration among the team and also between you and the team. Some best practices are: 1, observe. Be curious and present while being on the shop floor and avoid jumping to conclusions. Ask why. Ask. Understand the difficulties, perceptions, or reasons why the process is happening as it is. Observing the reality with the right context allows you to detect improvement opportunities and share them with the rest of the organization. Use the standard. Remember that standards are the best way we know today of doing something. A standard should prevail until we find a better way of doing things. And lastly, show respect. Gemba Walks are a great opportunity to connect and build rapport with your teams. Listening with respect is key to promoting growth and collaboration. So let's talk about creating a Gemba Walk checklist. First, step 1 is to create a theme. Before a walk begins, pick a theme. Narrow the focus of the Gemba Walk to focus attention and yield better results. Tailor your Gemba Walk questions to the theme and ask quality questions. Secondly, prepare the theme. Inform the team by explaining what a Gemba Walk is and what to expect. Consider sharing your checklist. Ensure it is not perceived as an evaluation, but rather a collaboration. Getting buy-in will also raise questions that could have been missed. Third, stick to the evaluation of the process and how things are done. Checklist questions force you to assess the process, not the person. Avoid the most common Gemba Walk mistake: blaming. Focus on the situation and focus on the process. Identify opportunities of improvement in the process and systemic barriers on the shop floor hindering productivity. Fourth, keep the value stream front and center. Make sure your checklist traces the whole value stream. Defining questions out beforehand ensures you don't miss crucial stations or processes. Focusing on identifying bottlenecks and potential pockets of waste. Record your observation. Record everything. Just hoover up every data point you can encounter. Don't make assumptions or recommendations before journaling everything. Checklists are very helpful to record your observations as answers to questions, or just take notes or record video findings. Anything you do, but record. That is the number one purpose during the Gemba Walk. 6, get a second vantage point. Have a second pair of eyes review your findings for additional insights. Have another team member write their own checklist. Comparing checklists can help you locate any gaps. Try someone far removed from the operations or someone really close to the operation to get a very different point of view. Feedback reveals overlooked information. And solicit feedback. Present your findings to the team regardless of the outcome. Even if no action is needed at this time, present your findings to get that viewpoint. Include proposed changes in your presentation, always backed by facts. Get buy-in from all stakeholders and increase the probability of successful change. So 7 steps to better Gemba Walk: create a theme, prepare the team, focus on process, keep the value stream front and center, record your observations, get a second vantage point, and then solicit feedback. A little bit about Rever, if you're not familiar about Rever. So Rever is an easy-to-use app that connects your frontline employees so that they can, one, expose hidden losses in your daily operations and record them, then activate their teams and virtual teams to connect the right people to solve those problems, and third, amplify the impact with actionable insights by sharing the learnings and sharing the information. Thank you for joining us here today. If you have any more questions or more information, feel free to go to our websites, reverscore.com. Email us at info@reverscore.com. Email me directly at rolf@reverscore.com, or follow us on one of our social channels. Thank you very much, and we look forward to you joining us again in the future.